Здравствуйте, товарищи! And I do have some bad news. When I went to start editing and publishing some of these parts of Hearts of Iron, I realized that there was no footage for the invasion of Republican Spain. When I look back, I just said I'm going to go contemplate some more, I believe. And what I ended up doing was declaring war on Republican Spain, and the Germans just swept through, started taking a bunch of provinces, and then I offered them to become a puppet state, and that's what happened. Then I landed in Lisbon and started invading some of these Portuguese territories, and the Republicans came from the other side, and I took over Portugal, or parts of Portugal, but mainly I wanted to get this port, the Azeros, and then from there I made the jump to Newfoundland, and then from Newfoundland I made the jump to Halifax. So essentially the Japanese invasion of Canada has begun, and I need this invasion. Well, I'm not going to go through all the way through Canada. Probably just going to take like up to Ottawa and stuff. Because first off, that is Canada's industrial heartland. It's right here. And then from here, I can use that as a base to sweep down through the United States and take the eastern seaboard, which is the United States industrial heartland. Because I am really fearing for these troops on the Mexican border, because like I said, they're not in adequate supply. I fear that the Americans might just sweep over them, but if most of their armies are concentrated here, I can move around back and start taking out these really key areas like New York, which is, you know, just a huge amount of industrial capacity, all situated in these areas. So, hold on, is there two Portlands? I always knew there's a Portland, Oregon. Or is there? And there's a Portland on the other side, United States. What kind of crap is that? Anyway. Okay, anyway. So I'm just transporting troops to start this invasion of Canada. And also getting a rocket test site up and running. So I want to take this ridiculously huge force of tanks and start landing more and more troops in the Canadian border. I feel that the Canadians aren't going to put up, you know, a huge amount of resistance, and I know that's, you know, very blasphemous considering that I am a Canadian. But, you know, I mean, their army is nothing compared to the Japanese army. I mean, now with the invasion of the UK, I just have a ton of resources and a ton of manpower to attack with. And also the Germans are just sweeping through Africa, you know, taking what they want as they please. Just look at this, like, Japanese Empire. It's great. Entire the Pacific, Mexico. United Kingdom, Lisbon, Middle East. Yeah, Japanese influences. Unbelievably powerful in the world stage right now. Just in case you guys might be wondering where I live as a Canadian, I live way in the hell over here, like right here is where I live. So if I had actually come, via the Pacific, I could have actually, invaded my house. But I wanted to get the eastern seaboard because that is where, the capital is situated. That is where the most, of the Americans' industrial capacity is. So I had to get that. Oh good. Sweet, ballistic missiles are available. Actually, in World War II, the Germans, the only attack we ever received on Canadian soil is when the Germans actually drove a U-boat up the St. Lawrence River, which is this river right here near Montreal, and started destroying merchant ships. It's pretty awesome. Sweet. Japanese are about to land on Quebec City. What do you think about that, Quebecers? What the hell's going on? The sprites are totally warping. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is... Oh my god. Stop. Paused. Because, what the hell just happened? The sprites got all warped and then they decided that they wouldn't commence the invasion. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but I was watching The Office before I decided to record, and I was too lazy to shut it off. But, I can make these guys go all the way. No, there's no way they're gonna go all the way through. Just bringing more troops to the border and continuing this invasion. I don't see any Canadian troops. I don't know where they are. Looks like some of them are trying to run back up to trying to drive up because there were some Canadian troops on the in the Mexican border to support the Americans, but it looks like they're trying to drive home and defend their home countries. Oh, Quebec City is taken. Just gonna go down and get Montreal. St. John. And the Canadian eastern seaboard is taken. Unfortunately, I've never actually seen the eastern part of Canada. I've been the farthest east I've ever been is Toronto. So I think I'm gonna leave just this army here to I'm gonna leave this army here at St. John to start the invasion of the eastern seaboard when the time begins, you know. So I gotta say, actually, I should make this announcement while I'm playing an actual Paradox game. Sweet, gonna start ballistic missiles. Or inventing ballistic missiles.